Shalom, shalom. Kahala Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. Dawan to the apostles and Elder Graham Millstone Ruel. And salutations to the brethren on the four corners of the earth, pushing the word with truth and sincerity. This is Ira from Great Millstone, Wisconsin. Back at you with another lesson. I just wanted to shed some light, or shed a few words, rather, on, more of the insurrection in Kenosha, Wisconsin. You had the National Guard come down, today via Trump's executive order, to add more to the police state, in Kenosha, Wisconsin. And the thing about it is on the way to Kenosha, actually, before curfew, I actually seen a convoy of about 12 military trucks going to Kenosha to, help police the curfew. And the thing about it is, Kenosha, Wisconsin had its chance, to hear the prophets, Kenosha had its chance to hear the prophets. We prophesied there for about a good 3-4 years, before, we shook the dust of our feet of that place, man, because there was no fruit coming out of Kenosha, Wisconsin after a certain time. It was just, us 7 brothers in the camp, and we were getting slandered. We were getting posters put up about us. We were getting, our names were being cast out as evil. All the things that the scriptures speak about, that will befall, the prophets, speaking the word. And it came to a point where, we just couldn't teach there anymore. So we packed up shop, and we moved to camp to Milwaukee, So we started prophesying up here in the Milwaukee area, specifically downtown. And, we were telling people in that place for years that place was going to be destroyed, that it was going to, that there were going to be riots, and, there were going to be strange things happening, and, that there were going to be people were going to be being exposed for who they were, man. In the past couple of years, especially 2020, that place is being exposed as a heavy demonic place, there's been pedophile rings that have been exposed. There have been prostitution rings that have been exposed. People have been getting kidnapped and murdered left and right, And now the police brutality in that place is actually coming to light, So that place has been marked by Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, for all this humiliation, all of this death that's happening in that place, all of the insurrection, all of the misfortunes happening in that place is justly deserved, This is Matthew chapter 10, verse 14. It says, "And whosoever shall not receive you, nor hear your words, when ye depart out of the house or city, shake off the dust of your feet," And basically what that's saying is, be rid of that place, You have nothing to do with that place anymore. And that's exactly what we did, when we moved away from that place. We left that place to prophesy in a different city, man. And ever since then, that place has been catching hell left and right. It says, "Verily I say unto you, it shall be more tolerable for the land of Sodom and Gomorrah in the day of judgment than for that city," So that place has an even greater judgment coming, man, That place I'm pretty sure that place has a personal ICBM missile ready for it with its name on it, man, Matter of fact, let me go to the next scripture. This is 2nd Ezra, chapter 15, and you know what? Let me start at... I'm going to start at 14, because this is exactly what's going on in Kenosha, Wisconsin right now, man. And it has for the past couple of days, This is 2nd Ezra 15 to 14. It says, "Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands," And that's exactly what you see in Kenosha, Wisconsin, which sparked the same thing all over the country, man. You have the civilians fighting against law enforcement. Now you have pro law enforcement against anti-law enforcement. You even have Antifa and these leftist organizations which are creeping in to these riots and to these rallies, to start trouble, to loot, to set things on fire, to cause a ruckus or cause chaos, man. It says, for there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another, they shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the courts of their actions shall stand in their power. And that's exactly what you're saying now, man. I see it on a daily basis, you know, in the city that I grew up in, you know. No one is regarding the police for anything, man. You know, policemen are getting beat up. You know, policemen are getting hit with projectiles and with bricks, and, you know, being hit with chairs and skateboards. You know, even the mayor and the county sheriff and the major for the National Guard are even being disrespected. It says, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. You know, and that's exactly what's happening in that place. You know, you can't even get to that place off of the highway. They closed down the highway exits to Kenosha, Wisconsin, and surrounding areas around 6:30 p.m. You know, because the curfew goes into effect at 7. So you can no longer drive into that city past 6 o'clock or 5:30 or 6 o'clock. You know, so you can't even get in that city. You know, if you decided to, you know, go down there and say you had family down there or something like that, you went down there to check on them after a certain time, you can't even get into the city. You know, so for because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, and houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. And that's exactly what you see, man. Houses were destroyed. You know, houses were burned to a crisp. You know, it says, and men shall be afraid. You know, and men are afraid, man. Men are loading up guns. They're buying guns at a higher rate. You know, the gun stores down there in Kenosha, Wisconsin, stopped selling guns. You know, because they were getting their inventory ate up, man. It says, a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword, and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. Now, we're not seeing a lack of bread as of yet, you know, and no one's houses are really being spoiled with the sword in that place as of right now, but houses are being burned down, you know, and places are being looted, you know. So these are the beginning pains of what's to come, man. You know, for the rest of the nation. And this is just on a micro scale, you know. Things will progressively get worse, man, you know. And let me go into this word sedition really quick. Now, I went into the Greek in the Bible just because the Apocrypha was written in Greek. So this is from the Greek stasis. Let me grab that. It says stasis from the base of a standing. An example, by analogy, position. By implication, a popular uprising. Figuratively, controversy, dissension, insurrection, standing uproar, you know. And then the scriptures say that there is going to be sedition among men, you know. And that sedition is insurrection or an uprising. And that's exactly what you've seen there, and exactly what you've seen all over the country, man, because I was watching the news and Minneapolis, Minnesota sparked back up. You know, there are cities all over the country that started rioting and started protesting and started burning things down on account just from that small spark of Kenosha, Wisconsin. So just imagine what will happen when these things start happening all over the country at the same time on a greater scale, man. This place is going to burn, you know. This place is going to be destroyed, man. And you have everyone hanging up signs and drawing murals and saying pray for Kenosha and pray for you know, various other Israelites that got, you know, shot and killed by police brutality, like Breonna Taylor, George Floyd, you know, and so on and so forth. But the thing is, they justly got what they deserve, man. When you look at that guy Jacob Blake, you know, he was just a regular Jake, but he did a great offense against the Lord for this to happen to him, man. You know, this man wasn't innocent, just going to pick up his kids or trying to stop or trying to break up a fight or whatever the media portrays it to be, you know, which we don't really know until all the facts come out or all the stories converge and, you know, and run parallel with each other instead of contradicting each other. But he wasn't innocent, you know. The scriptures say whoever perished innocent, man. You know? So he wasn't innocent. Everyone on this planet deserved death because of some offense that they have wrought against Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, man. You know, including myself. So whatever judgment that you reap on this earth, it's justly deserved, man. You know? And you got people on this planet praying for things like that. Oh, justice for his family, or pray for his family, or pray that never happens to me, or pray that doesn't happen to my family, and things like that. But guess what? These are the same people, this is the same city that turned their ear away from hearing the words of the Lord, man. And they're the same people that wonder why they're reaping judgment right now, you know? This Proverbs 28:9, it says, he that turneth away his ear from hearing the law, even his prayer shall be abomination, you know? So even their prayers are abomination, man. The Most High isn't going to answer their prayers, you know? And they're praying to Jesus, Allah, Buddha, whatever the hell they want to pray to. And even if they did call themselves Israelites, you know, if they turn their ears away from hearing the word of the Lord, their prayers are abomination, man. They will not be answered. That place is only going to get worse, man, you know? Verse 10, it says, whoso causeth the righteous to go astray in an evil way, he shall fall himself into his own pit, but the upright shall have good things in possession, you know? And the upright do have good things in possession, man, which is the word of the Lord, the word and the truth and the spirit of the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, man. You know? You have a whole city that's causing people to walk in an evil way, man. That place, Kenosha, Wisconsin, is extremely wicked, extremely demonic. You know, they do human sacrifices in parks downtown by the lake every Halloween. You know, every Halloween somebody goes missing. You know, every summer somebody drowns in the lake at the pier. You know, those are sacrifices, man. That it's not a coincidence. You know, every summer somebody's body washes up on the beach or gets fished out. You know, nothing is a coincidence with that place, man. That's why this place is being destroyed. Now, you have people, you know, especially family members, you know, finding my phone number or trying to hit me up on social media or trying to talk to me on social media and ask me questions. Okay, what's going on? Or we're scared. Or, hey, do you still read the Bible? Do you have some type of you know, insight on what's going on? Or what does the Bible say about this? And what does the Bible say about that? But now it doesn't matter, man. You know, you should have thought about that before all hell started breaking loose, man. And this is just the beginning, you know. This is Ezekiel 33:33. It says, and when this cometh to pass, lo, it will come. And what is this? This is the prophecies, man. Then shall they know that a prophet hath been among them, you know. And they're starting to figure that out. You know, like, damn. Where were those crazy guys on the corner in dresses? They were talking about this, you know? But the thing is, we're nowhere to be found. You know, and they have no answers, man. Matter of fact, let me... Yep. This is Nahum chapter 3. And I want to start up at verse 4. It says, because of the multitude of the whoredoms of the well-favored harlot, the mistress of witchcrafts, that selleth nations through her whoredoms and families through her witchcrafts, which that's what America is, man. You know, America's a big witch brewing a wicked stew in a cauldron, man. You know, and that's every city in America, every city, every borough, every town, every village. You know, it's all been built with witchcraft and lies. You know, it says, behold, I am against thee, saith the Lord of hosts, and I will discover thy skirts upon thy face. You know, and everything is being discovered about this place, even right down to how much of a clown the leadership is, man. You know, this guy Donald Trump couldn't lead a horse to water, man. It says, and I will show the nations thy nakedness and the kingdoms thy shame, which is exactly happening right now. You know, these other countries are looking at America like, damn, they can't even keep their citizens in check. They can't even do damage control, you know, with their own police forces. They can't even stop shooting unarmed people. You know? Do they hate their own citizens? Do they hate their own people? You know? Now, instead of being the golden cup that America once was, that everyone wanted to move to America and be great and live their so-called dreams and make a lot of money, that's not happening anymore, man. People are actually moving from America and leaving America, going back to their own countries, man, or not even moving to America. They're moving to different parts throughout Europe, different parts throughout the Caribbean, even going to Africa. Even America's own citizens are moving overseas to Africa or to Europe, man. So it's over for this place. It says verse 6, it says, "And I will cast abominable filth upon thee, and make thee vile, and will set thee as a gazing stock. And it shall come to pass that all they that look upon thee shall flee from thee, and say, Nineveh is laid waste. Who will bemoan her? Whence shall I seek comforters for thee?" Because Nineveh, America is going to be totally destroyed, man. All the nations right now are looking at America as a gazing stock, like, damn, what? And making fun of America, man. They make commercials about America. That could never be possible from the 40s leading up to the 90s. That was never possible. These other countries could make jokes about America getting their jobs taken, or getting their cities destroyed, or police brutality, or the crash of the dollar. They couldn't make jokes like that. They couldn't even speak about that, because they were afraid. But now there is no reason to be afraid of America, because the Lord is tearing America down, man. He's tearing America's image down. He's tearing America's economics down, their infrastructure. Even the bread and circuses are being destroyed. So the judgment that this place is reaping is well and just deserved, man. The judgment that this place, Kenosha, Wisconsin, has reaped and is still reaping is well and just deserved, man. And I pray more hell befalls that place, man. I hope more hell befalls America. I pray Yahweh Bashim Yahushua destroys this place and allows me to live long enough to see it. So that's it. I want to give all praises. Call halal Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rachah Kodash. Homage to the apostles and elders of great millstone who rule well. And salutations to the brethren on the four corners of the earth, put in the word and truth in its sincerity. Shalom.